We now all of a sudden have to become experts on getting the vaccine out to our entire community, which actually there's a lot of aspects of that are a new muscle. It's outreach driven. It's to the entire community. It's not just to your patients. So you can't rely just on your EHR database for outreach. You have to think, okay, well, we were talking about earlier, what about the people who aren't in your database, the people in your community who might go unreported or underreported? I know if I were still the CIO at St. Joe's, we had about 12% of our ER visits every year in Southern California had incorrect or no social security numbers. And you could read into that whatever you want to read into that. But essentially, these are people who did not want to be known in the system. So doing outreach to those people would require some very creative partnerships with whoever, with marketing for sure, but potentially with local community organizations and whatnot to find these people and to make them aware of what's available to them. So, but I am hearing, in addition to, we have new skills we need to learn and stand up, but it's, hey, look, we've got to get back on foundation, back on our build, back on our up-to-date schedule. Oh, by the way, cybersecurity, it has not gone away. And in fact, it's quite the opposite. It's elevated in terms of its visibility at the board level. I mean, so those are just some of the things I'm hearing. And it kind of surprises me because I thought there would be, one of the things that was great about the silver lining in COVID was focus, right?
Yeah.
There was a day that everybody came in and said, this is what's most important. And it feels almost like we're snapping back and saying, hey, everything's important again. And I don't know if we're going to be able to move at the pace we did last year if we just throw everything back and say everything's a high priority item.
Yeah. Can we pivot to the story that I sent you about, where is it? It's the one about CEOs not getting distracted, right? Can we pivot to that?
It seems appropriate, sure.
Yeah, I have it here.
So this is a Becker's article. It's "Don't Get Distracted and Other Health Exec Advice on Vaccine Rollout."
So I think that Susan Casey, Chief Quality Officer, Interim Chief Quality Officer at University of Illinois Hospitals and Clinics in Chicago. She said the best advice is don't get distracted. And this really does tie into what's going on for health systems right now. And this is about, obviously, the vaccine. Overall goal of our program has been to get vaccine out quickly and safely. There have been several points along the way where there is discussion and debate about priorities and order of offering. We found that if we focus on the broad categories outlined by CDC and Chicago Department of Health, we can quickly offer vaccine to many people. If we're not distracted by debate, we can focus on operations that allow us to move quickly through tiers and phases, offer more vaccine. Every vaccine delivered has an opportunity to help us fight the pandemic. So that's focus, get past the debate and discussion, right? And just get it done. Some of the other ones just talked about their core operating principles in terms of the work they do every day, apply that to the vaccine. So you and I have both been in a number of organizations, and health systems and IT leaders and their teams can have way too many priorities, way too much discussion for way too long about getting something done. And, I've heard COVID speed in the last year. I hope that continues. COVID speed, COVID focus. Let's not get bogged down in some of the debates and, focus on getting things done. So I don't know. I may be rambling.
No,
Bill, but I think that was the right pivot from what we were talking about in terms of everything they've got on their plate. And in addition to, it's kind of like back to core business on how to deliver, which health systems do. They're there at times of crisis. They're there every day for people.